So today I've got a different kind of project for you. I've got my mini excavator pulled out, my Kymron XH20D, and I'm over at my buddy's house. He had a sinkhole in his driveway. So he's got a tractor and he was digging it out, and he just couldn't get to everything underneath it. So he's trying to get down all the craters underneath and all the holes and all the gaps underneath the dirt under his driveway. So he's cut out the top of the asphalt with a concrete saw, and then he got underneath there and couldn't get all the voids. So he used my little DRT450 in the trencher, and he dug down underneath, and he was able to get down a bunch of it, but he can't get it all. So I'm like, man, I'll come over with my little mini X, and I could get down in there and I could just dig it up, basically pop the bubbles underneath, dig out the voids. We're gonna put some asphalt down in there. He's got a pile of millings here, and we're gonna fill it up. So come take a look. So over here, we've got a pile of asphalt millings. Here's where he's ripped up his driveway. And he had a big sinkhole right here. I mean, it's a nice drive, but this was caving in. So he's already filled most of it, but not all of it. So we're gonna get the mini X over here. I'm gonna start digging this all up and maybe bury some of this asphalt that he chopped up. Yeah, now, there's another catch to it. So along here, you can see this is kind of sunk down a little bit, all along the side. The sinkhole, we think, goes under here. So I'm going to try to dig that up all the way around to the entry, and we'll get that all knocked out. He's got this Mahindra tractor, which he's been using as bucket, and it worked pretty well to move some of it, but it just can't get it all. So with the Mini X, we ought to be in good shape. Now, he did use not the log splitter, that's a different video. He used the trencher and was able to get down and bust up a bunch of the holes underneath. But that Mini X is really going to get it done. So speaking of that, speaking of machines, he's got this creek bed. Look at this. Imagine creek bed, mulcher, brush cutter. Oh, there's deer. Straight through there. But imagine mulcher, brush cutter, maybe get the rotary mower on the mini excavator, and we could come through here and really get this creek bed cleaned up. Like, I think that would be a solid project to do, don't you? Just all the way down. See the side here and the side over here? Yeah. So that'll be a coming video, not today. Today, we're gonna focus on the driveway. You know, it's not very often I have an excuse to use my mini excavator, so I kind of jump at the opportunity when I can, and this is one of those rare days. At my house, I really don't have a whole lot of projects that require a mini excavator. On these rare opportunities that I have a chance to run over and help out somebody, neighbor, buddy, you know, help out a veteran, some retired folks in the area, help school teachers. I jump at that opportunity because why not, right? Gets me a little more seat time, gets me a little more use on the machine so we could see what it can do. Yeah, I think that's all positive stuff. I almost forgot. I better hit this thing with some grease before we get going. So let me grab the grease gun. What's up? Yo.
Were you gonna want to mess with that today?
I'm at your house right now.
Are you? Okay. I'm leaving Jared's. I'm leaving Jared's headed home. So I'll
Cool.
see you in a few.
All right, man.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye. Oh. wire. That's not a wire. That's more than a wire. I've got some gravel stuck in the tracks, so I lift it up. I'm going to run it up in the air, let that gravel get out so I don't have rocks stuck in the sprocket. And that should be good. I don't know why, but I have a tendency to run out of gas in this thing. Sorry, run out of diesel fuel in this thing. I should probably watch that gauge a little better. I've been wondering how, with all the regulations on gas cans, how can they sell these gas cans that just dump fuel out and you don't have any safeties on them? Well, I found out why. So when I bought this, it says right on it, this container is solely intended for use with non-fuel or non-kerosene products. and must not be used to transport fuel or kerosene. For storage and transport of recyclable automotive fluids, non-potable water, feed attractants, and other outdoor products. VP Racing Fuels sells this can, which is not for fuel, and they doesn't come with a fuel nozzle. I had to buy this separately. I'll put links in the description if you want to get one of these. But yeah, it is not for fuel. This is for fuel, but it's separate than the can. But the can clearly says on it, VP Racing Fuel says this is not for fuel. It's for deer corn. Yeah. Love it. Love it. I completely missed the fuel opening. You can control the flow with a little release. And see, it's not dripping now. But if I open it, now it's pouring again. It's getting about full. So I close it up. And now it's just down to a little trickle. There we go. And I spilled everywhere. It's okay, because the can's fast. My deer corn can is fast. Or you want these? Oh, yeah. Huh. The other side will be easy. Oh.